Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Hallmark winter movies.
I'm Brian, and I like Hallmark winter movies.
I'm Dan. Is it getting hot in here, or is it just everyone in this movie? I despise Hallmark winter movies, and this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
I did not like it when you said it. The Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, professional.
We are
grade.
professionals.
Professional grade.
Hi, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Happy Tuesday. Monday's episode was so good. Brian, you were saying it was your favorite episode of the year.
Wow.
The movie that we covered.
Yeah.
Was
Me,
It was
Alonzo.
not- Yeah. You, Alonzo, Dan. It was.
You listened to it. You talked about how
did,
good it
yeah.
was.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
know,
loved
I did.
it.
It wasn't the QVC joint.
No.
Okay.
It was a Netflix joint.
It was a Netflix
I believe in
joint.
Santa.
I know, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting there.
Sorry.
And as I was saying, it was my favorite episode of the year.
Don't force his hand.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Listen, he's got a process. He's got a process.
One day at a time.
Just one step at a time. There's no need to run. Seems like falling in love.
It's good, man.
Jordan Sparks.
It's good stuff.
you.
Remember Christmas Treasure?
I actually don't know if I know that song.
Okay. How about Honey, how much am I doing it well?
Now I know
That's-
it.
yeah.
How about
That's a
Summer
different
Baby?
song.
Didn't she do the Eighth Wonder? I know that one.
I don't know that one.
Eighth Wonder? Is that a song of hers?
No.
Sounds right.
Yeah? Maybe not.
She's got. Why does love always feel like a battlefield? Oh, battlefield.
Yes. Now I'm familiar. I'm familiar now.
Jordan
Yeah.
Sparks. That has nothing to do with today's episode. Today we're talking about we're going to Glacier National Park.
Yes, we are.
It's a love on Glacier Mountain.
That's exactly right.
A Glacier National Romance.
It is
Colon.
national.
Lots of colons in this movie.
It's
Love and Glacier
So what
National.
what the last three wedding veils lacked in colons, we make up for this week, which is really nice. Which is really nice.
You always make up for colons on the back end.
That's how it works. With colons.
Yeah. Guys, I hope that you are having a great week, and your week could be even better by getting yourself a little Philo TV. You could watch this here show, Deck the Hallmark, if you're listening to us right now and be like, I wonder what they look like. Are they as good looking as they sound? Answer, no, but not bad enough to where it's like,
Dan's a 3 in person, I believe.
Yeah,
the
3.
quote.
Yeah. No, I look better in person.
But you're a is it you're
I'm a 3 in person, a 1 on
which
TV.
is better than
yeah,
yes.
that's right.
That's exactly right. You
That
watch
won't help
us.
you if you're watching on Fox.
And I will say this, please do watch on Philo and join BrambleJamPlus.com. All the double deckers are great. And they also have reminded me, or have corrected me, Eighth Wonder, not Jordan Sparks, looking for Kimberly Locke. Kimberly Locke.
Yes.
So we're still at an impasse on finding a song that we both know by Jordan Sparks.
No, you knew Battle Love is always feels like a Battlefield.
I'll take that back.
Yeah.
Good. Got it.
You don't know No Air?
You don't know No Air.
Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no
I know
air.
that one. That's a big.
It's a
big
classic.
one, right?
That's
Yeah.
a good
That's
song.
a
I
really
might
good.
say that's a good duet song for all the karaoke folks out there.
Yeah, and
I
then
love
Holly said she gave that colon joke a 2, which I believe is a number 2 and also very funny. Holly
Very
said.
funny. That's
Nicely
very
done.
funny.
Yes.
That's
A lot of
very
levels.
funny.
Yes, a lot happening
lot of
Thank you,
levels.
Holly.
Guys, don't forget to stay tuned to the end of the episode. Double Decker of the Week this week.
Is there a new survey we're doing?
Yeah.
Get your
You know
thoughts
what?
on.
Can I also just say this really quickly, going back to the Philo? We had a wonderful time last Thursday at the Deckies.
Yeah,
and
we
it is
did.
now available on the Philo. You can
right.
watch the full 2-hour presentation.
That's right.
That is the Deckies.
And we
This
needed
thing's-
every second of it.
We needed every
There's
second.
no way we could have landed that plane
No
any
fluff.
sooner.
No.
No filler.
Yeah. And to the people on I believe it was the Christopher Palaha Facebook group that said that we weren't funny.
Ouch.
Who's
never
on the
felt
Chris
Fair. Yeah. Apparently our Mark Only One Oval jokes, I thought they were pretty obvious.
To
But
us, they
I
were.
get-
For some reason, to us reading
for us
them, they were
looking at the
obvious.
paper, it didn't
Yeah.
occur to me
Yeah.
until after the fact
Yep.
that unless you see the paper, that joke's not funny. Did that stop us from making that joke 1,000
No
times?
way.
All night
No,
long.
it did not.
Once we find a good bit, we hold on for dear life.
Exactly right. Just like this one. Dog and cat go into the woods. Here's dog and cat.
Boof, boof.
Meow.
That was 2 cats.
Meow, meow, meow.
Gunshot. Wow.
Guys, hold on really quick before you send
please.
that. They were with their owners. They were hunting.
Hunting.
They were
Was-
hunting.
Yeah, that's right. But one of the cats did die.
Oh my god.
Because
To be clear.
A, cats don't hunt, and B,
This dog doesn't.
These ones do. It's dog and cats in the woods.
but it's dog and cat, not dog and cats. Clearly, we heard the death of one of the 2 cats.
Why are you doubling down on this?
One of those cats should
Dog
not have
and
been.
cat go
It's
into
an
the woods.
origin
It's
story.
dog and cat.
Woof.
Meow meow.
It was not a fatal gunshot.
Woof.
Meow meow meow.
Woof.
Meow.
Gunshot.
Firework. All right, are we
Why
ready?
was Brian there? Brian's voice, like Brian was talking in that episode of Cat and Dog Go Into the Woods.
I was just going for a walk in the woods.
Dog and cat go into the woods. It's dog and cat.
Woof woof.
Boy, I hope nobody's out here.
Meow.
Whoa, what's that? Whoa. Back off, cat. Back off, cat. Back off.
Gunshot.
Laser.
Now I'm safe.
Brian is killing cats in the woods. It's
Brian,
unbelievable.
I didn't know you were behind
I
us the
knew
whole
it
time.
all along.
Just going for a walk in the woods, guys. You got to protect yourself. You guys know that.
Wow. What's the over
Take
under
that,
on
Blaha
what's,
Facebook group.
what's the over what's the over
I bet
under?
you didn't think that was funny either.
You would be correct. What's the over under on that making it into the best of?
Over.
Hard under. Love in Glacier. Glacier.
Glacier.
Love-
I'm Glacier.
Love in Glacier National, booty, a national park romance. Originally aired,
Make it up from the back end.
Make It Up. I'm sorry. It originally aired on.
Say naked up.
Yep.
It originally aired on January 28th, 2023, and it went a little. Good Lord! And it went a little something like this. The movie kicks off with, "You guys aren't gonna believe this, an avalanche."
Whoa. Bet we're gonna see a lot of those this movie.
Gunshot.
No, they're
what
they're-
should have happened.
They're no. They're avalanche bombs.
Avalanche bomb.
Heather is making notes on the avalanche. She gets a call from a friend asking her to come to, what is it? Is it Glacier National Park?
Sure.
Resort?
Glacier, I believe, is what you call it.
Laser.
Saying, hey, can you come out and set up your avalanche forecasting equipment? She says, I would love to do that. Let me make a call real quick. She has to call her sister because they're supposed to go to Hawaii, but she convinces her to come to the next best place, a snowy resort. They meet a guy named Chris, who her sister Tegan literally cannot stop talking about how hot he is.
She covers all the bases.
All the bases. In case you weren't aware, Chris is hot.
And Tegan knows it.
And Tegan is married. Apparently, he is the manager, does not trust computers,
No.
and is actively surprised when women can ski. There's another woman, a massage therapist, that is very into Chris as well, because I don't know if you've heard, Chris is hot. So she is so into him, in fact, that one night she shows up unannounced, asks if she can stay the night, which he and his daughter say yes, but only if you sleep on the couch, which she later is like, are you sure this is where you want me to sleep? We know what you're doing, girl. We know what you're doing. Heather and Chris hang out some more. They bicker a lot, but like slowly it turned into like fun bicker. And they do all sorts of fun stuff. They ski. They go up a little ski lift with a little cute little doggy. Cute little dog.
You mean Mogul, the star of this film?
Yes, I do.
The Mogul?
The Mogul.
The Mogul. So yeah, they're hanging out a lot. Things are really turning the corner. Hey, maybe this could work. But if you expect me to ever take your computer stuff seriously, you've got another thing coming. Because not only is Chris not a fan of computers, he thinks that literally everything that she does and everything that she has worked her entire life for is a load of crock. So she gets mad.
It's a load of crock.
It's a load
Isn't
of
it
crock.
like a crock of something?
No, it's a load of crock.
A load of crock is like saying it's a load of load.
It's a load. It's a crock.
It's a crock of crock.
It's a crock of crock.
What time is it? Crock of crock?
So she storms out. They're mad. This isn't going to work out anymore, despite getting dangerously close to kissing time. So later, she finds out from her buddy that the reason why Chris doesn't like computers is because a computer once killed his wife. That's a gross simplification of the facts.
Yeah, just landed right on her.
But boom, computer. Might as well have, everyone.
Yeah.
Basically doesn't trust the equipment, but this was many, many years ago. Many, many years ago. The technology's gotten better, but he still doesn't trust it. Well, he's about to get first-hand experience. He goes out to save a guy who's in the snow, and you can tell by the arms in the snow.
Flailing around.
I'm here.
Look at me in the snow.
So she's looking at her computer screen, and she sees that an avalanche is likely a-coming. And so they call up Chris, and they're like, hey, the computer says this. Don't go down to save him, because if you do that, the avalanche will take me away to the avalanche place. And so he, after a lot of convincing, he finally agrees to listen to them. Maybe the avalanche, and then the avalanche does start, and he's like, son of a gun, maybe technology's not all bad. Maybe that one computer
He went
that
Southern for that.
Hey man, maybe that
So
one.
good, man.
Maybe technology's not all bad. Maybe that computer that fell on my wife, that was a one-time fluke. And so, they come back, and he's like, "Hey, I was wrong about you." She's like, "Good enough for me." They kiss, quite big ones, in fact. And that, my friends, was Love and Glacier National: a National Park Romance. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll break this movie down here on Deck the Hallmark. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Deck the Hallmark. We're talking about the National Park movie.
Yep.
Let's break this movie down with 4 segments. We're going to start with the... Is it hot?
It's hot.
Is
It's weird because it's a winter movie.
Are those just takes? Really quick, Brian. I want to let you know that I did get Dairy Queen Digest this week.
You did.
Oh my God.
Was disappointed to find out that Timmy Tarnhold, Timmy Tarnhold up in Connecticut is now #1 at the Blizzard race. Do you have anything to say to Timmy? Are you giving up? What's going on?
I would never give up. And everything. Timmy's only making me stronger. And it's cold up there in Connecticut, and he can't keep this up. He knows it, and I know it. This is what happened in 2003. Same thing. It's going to keep happening.
You've been doing this since 2003?
You've been eating.
Well, we went head-to-head in 2003.
Then you took a few years off, or what?
I've just been doing it recreationally.
How old is Timmy Tarnhold?
Is he 73 now?
73.
Yeah.
73.
Still goes by Timmy.
Wait, so really quickly, you've been buying an absorbent. No. A large amount of Blizzards every year since at least 2003. But you
He
didn't
just said exorbitant ain't happening. You've been buying an exorbitant. Can I get one exorbitant,
I
please?
said
Hold the
absorbent.
mayo.
I said absorbent, which is
Absorbent.
either.
Oh, I gave you too much
I know you
Paper
did.
towels were.
Sham wow.
And you didn't know that the Blizzard is you do the upside down trick. You've never in all of your years.
I've been head down in the competition.
Head down, neck deep in Blizzard.
Exactly. Yeah, colon. I just haven't been focused on all the chatter, the talk. But
All right,
I
fair
guess
enough.
I got to
That's
get
not
into it.
chatter. That's the literal bit. But whatever. It's the gimmick of the whole thing, of the entire treat that you've been buying an absorbent amount of.
Absorbent,
Brian, what did you think of the National Park movie?
So the National Colon movie, sponsored by National Colon. During your interview, you had Ashley on last week.
We did.
And
So sweet. Yes.
This movie was billed as Avalanche Twister. So that's where my head was at.
Yeah, that was maybe on me.
She co-signed. She seemed to be into that
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
So that's where my head was at starting this movie out. And partly it's my mistake, I guess, is what it is. But I was expecting a little bit more, like a touch more of action, a little more of like a looming threat of the big one, a big avalanche, like something like that going on. And that it didn't go that way. That's not how it all ended up being. This was more of like a combo of like flirty, suggestive dialogue and
Very suggestive.
very suggestive, and just like avalanche death statistics, just layered together, like packed in there in the snow. So I did appreciate how like authentic they tried to be, how they were really trying to honor the ski patrol folks and the people who help out those who like the backcountry skiing and all that stuff. So that felt, and like she said in the interview, all real snow. It was very cold. The dogs were on point, obviously.
Mogul, come on.
You can't. So
Star of the show.
The star of the show from the very beginning. So it just didn't come together for me, though. Expecting more danger, more of like a looming problem, like a bigger problem, and that's kind of what I felt like it was missing. It wasn't like a big problem they were going for. They disagreed on the technology or how to predict the avalanches, which
Like Twister, yeah.
which is kind of a common. That's not. I imagine that's not like an uncommon thing. Like there's always new technology. There's always the old way of doing it. So that's not like. But there wasn't a bigger issue they had to come together really to address. And so I was sort of kind of like left wanting a little bit more of a problem, a little bit more action from it, and was really taken aback by the absorbency and the suggestiveness of the dialogue.
You've been eating an absorbent number of blizzards.
Yeah, absorbent amount. So, and I did come away unknowing that there is a cryptocurrency called Avalanche, called AVAX for short. So if anybody's...
It's called Avalanche and it's called AVAX.
The Avalanche cryptocurrency is called
Are we doing it this year, Brand? Or are we still stinging from Doge?
It's
is there a meme involved?
There must be. There's got to be. So I did learn that though from doing a little bit of avalanche research.
How are their numbers?
They've gone down over the years. It's not very strong.
So like
it's not. It might be a good time to get in. Actually.
Yeah, that's how they get you, guys.
You learned that lesson.
Guys, been there.
Yep. So
been there to the moon.
To the moon. Yep.
So here are my thoughts on this movie. I loved the actual snow. It was clearly very cold. Talking to Ashley before this movie made me appreciate the snowiness of it all, the snow lift of it all. That, unfortunately, is where my admiration for this movie ends. The main character, the fella in this movie, is potentially one of the most unlikable male leads. Not Hazar. I love him. Hazar. This guy, within the first few minutes of him being on screen, doesn't think that she can be a scientist because she's a woman. Doesn't think that she could be a good skier because she's a woman. Doesn't completely is shocked, blown away at the fact that you saying everything that she has done her entire life is worthless and that he doesn't believe in it, and is surprised when she walks out. Heather,
That's right.
You deserve so much better than this guy. I was actively rooting against him, which is not what you want to be doing in these movies. I don't know why they would create such an unlikable character that has literally such a small arc. It's such a small uptick in character.
Just a little bit.
That's it.
A little bunny hill, if you will.
So,
yeah, that's it.
Unfortunately, for that reason, the movie itself was fine, but I was so actively rooting against him that it makes it tough for me to be excited when they kiss big ones at the end, which is unfortunate because they did kiss really good big ones at the end.
Really good big ones.
Really good big ones. I just was actively rooting against him as a person, and I wish a computer fell on him instead of his wife. Dan?
Yeah, this is one of those weird movies where we are pitched like Twister but Avalanche, and what we get instead is every female is thirsty for Steven Hazar no matter what he does under any circumstances. Hey, you're a good skier. For a woman, oh, look at him with his shirt off. Like, that's this movie. Nothing happens aside from that. The dog is the star of the show. It's a tough watch, and if this is TVG, I question everything I know about ratings up until this point.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I say all that to tell you this. Still take it over the Wedding Veil movies. Give me this over all 3 of the Wedding Veil movies that aired in January.
6 of the Wedding Veil movies?
At least the 3 that aired this year for sure. At least the 3 that aired this year for sure. I just didn't need them. This is at least new, big swing, and a horny miss.
Oh my gosh. Hated what you said there. Okay, well, it's time. It's it's time for all the feels, where we talk about what in this movie gave us those feels. Bri.
I had Mogul dog feels.
Yeah, come on.
The dogs were great. It was cool that they incorporated them so much. There was a lot of cool dog info. They did give him that softball, digging her out of the mound at the beginning, where they just fill it with like cotton balls.
Yeah, that's right. I think anybody could. I think pretty sure your pet, your American bulldog who's 12 could probably
13,
13,
absolutely.
whatever. Excuse me, sorry, Jack.
Yeah, little puppy Jack. But other feels were the comment thread in our Facebook group for this movie.
How many comments did it have?
It was like 700 plus.
Someone tagged me in it, and I clicked and I realized I don't read those until afterwards. I
avoid it all costs.
But 760 comments. Is that what you said?
700 plus, over 700 comments. And,
Man,
same thing. I avoid them until I have my notes and thoughts all solidified.
I bet it was a treat.
It was fun reliving the movie through the comments. And so and I guess there were some comments in there that in other groups outside of our group, people weren't picking up on some of the innuendo that was so clear to us. So if you're
what
out
do you
there,
mean? Some of it wasn't even innuendo. It's just like, I bet he looks good with his shirt off.
Stick it in.
Like, that's not innuendo.
Yeah, stick it in front. So if you are some of the people out there who aren't part of the group, picked up on these things, come join us, because this is where all that fun chatter's happening.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even I'm fine with the innuendo. I just want it to be about a character that is likable. You know what I mean? I want to give a quick shout out to the ski lift scene.
It's a good scene.
Hearing from Ashley that it was like they actually did it, and it looked really good. They had a nice tight shot of the 2 of them with the dog. They're clearly shooting it from the lift in front of them, and I thought it turned out really, really good. And I'm sure that took more time than just setting it up in front of a green screen. But I thought that it paid off, because I thought it was a beautiful shot to watch them do that. Dan?
Yeah, the Mogul, the dog, the shepherd, is just the best. Great dog, doing a great job. Good on you. That's all I got.
My name's Mogul, the shepherd. Did you call me?
I did not. You did a great job, though, buddy.
No, I'm.
Hey, would you listen to our cat, Mogul? Did you listen to our cat and dog segment earlier?
I want to put it on the record real quick. I am not a dog. I'm an actual shepherd.
Sure. You're an actual shepherd.
In the fields?
Were you in the movie at all? All right.
No.
So I said specifically Mogul the dog, Mogul the shepherd.
Right. I heard Mogul the shepherd.
Yeah. And you came running?
Yes, I did. Similar to a shepherd dog. Yes. A dog can run fast. You see that dog run down the ski lift? See that dog
There
run
is
down the
not
ski
a
lift?
Mogul the shepherd bat signal. Did someone call you? What happened?
Mogul the shepherd
Mogul
sounds
the
like it does it.
Yeah. I just want to put this out really quickly. There has at my local Kroger, it's been difficult for me to find wild berry Pop-Tarts, and I'd like to put an end to that. Guys, if you could just at least leave me a pack or 2 on every other Wednesday is when I go to the store.
I don't think we're going to do that.
So you want us to get to Harris Teeter to see if they can.
First of all, it's Kroger, you monster.
Kroger.
Would never go to a place called Harris Teeter.
That's not real, is it?
Got it.
Every other Wednesday.
Wild berry Pop-Tarts.
Simpsonville.
You got it, buddy.
Thank you.
And we just get you back by just shouting out Mogul the
I'll
shepherd.
come back.
Okay.
I'll come running. Also, I did hear that bit. Did not like it. Thank you.
Good.
Mogul out.
Good. I didn't either.
Oh, let's take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll break this down a little bit further with the Wait, What, and the What the Hallmark here on
Deck the Hallmark.
Welcome back. Hi, everybody. We're talking about the Glacier Park movie, and we have 2 more segments left. The Wait, What, and the What the Hallmark, and I will start with you, Bri Guy.
Sure.
Bri Guy, the Bri Guy. What do you got here in the Wait, What?
So I had in the National Colon movie, the sister Riley. She's out of money, but she just cancels her trip to Hawaii and can just quickly pivot and head to the mountains.
Easy. She's out of fertility money. That's the fertility envelope.
Oh, that's the fertility envelope.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Hawaii envelope is brimming.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
brimming.
Overflowing. It
Maybe
sounds
she
like.
had
No
maybe
more
she
for
got the-
IVF.
Maybe she got the flight insurance.
That's right.
Maybe she did.
They always ask you, and you're always
They
just
do.
like,
No, I don't.
We
I'm not gonna
never
need
got
that.
any conclusion to that, did we?
no.
Yeah, that's everybody's What the Hallmark, right? Gotta be. Go ahead.
Yep. So I think it was at the very beginning when they were doing the Avalanche demo, right? When everybody gathers around.
Yeah.
So he did this another time. They have a sign out that says, "Join us for this training." So is it just you're walking around and anybody who wants to join just joins?
It's like, I'd love to ski, but you know what I'd love to do first?
yeah, just grab.
Like, can you imagine being in Cancun and being like, I'm going to go to the tsunami training?
Well, the
exercise,
interesting thing too is that all the people that came to the training they all had past trauma with avalanches.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yes.
It's like my brother died of a shark attack.
Yeah.
And so when I go to Cancun before I do anything fun, I'm going to
Shark
go
attack.
to that
Yeah, you
training.
got
The
to.
shark.
That wouldn't be right.
So that was just exactly how that works everywhere you go. I think you guys were watching the movie together. I was in another room, but we all had the same feeling.
Oh, no, another room. Aaron. Sorry.
We all had the same feeling about that avalanche simulation where Mogul dug her out, and it was just not impressed.
No. Mogul is watching as she crawls in,
and they
put
up
4 different little snowballs in front of her, and then the dog, like, literally.
Just sticks his paw.
I think even a cat could probably get it done.
Probably a cat that's been shot in the woods.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
At the weather station when they shot up there in the cat, right? The cat. The big vehicle.
Yeah.
Not that cat, but
Different cat.
Yeah.
Not that cat.
Well, couldn't be.
Hashtag not my cat.
Couldn't be that.
Couldn't be that.
No.
We don't want to talk about that. He said he didn't know that she skied, but she brought her skis and all her gear with her, and
That's
so
right.
did he.
Did he sneak it into the? She sneak her gear into the cat
without him noticing, and so I'm just like, I mean, there's got to be another way to do that. But fine, sure, you didn't notice the skis. His office is just a cabin in the woods, it looks like.
Yeah. A-frame in the woods, like prime avalanche territory.
Absolutely.
Just like, where could I possibly live where I could die?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's where I want to live.
And it's so inconvenient to get things to him.
Yeah.
Like hey, let's meet at my office. It's like, oh, man, get the ski-doos out. And then, Dan, I don't know if this is on your list, but as soon as I saw it, I thought, you're going to love this, is for dinner with his daughter, they split one cheeseburger.
Yeah, just right down the middle. Right down the middle. Half a cheeseburger. That's all I need.
That's all you need. That's all.
For sure.
Just being out there on the slopes all day, skiing all day.
Yeah. Half cheeseburger. That's max for me.
And then when the helicopter, I love that they did it, a helicopter scene, but they just didn't even try to make it look like the people were in it when they took off.
No,
no. All their bags that they packed in the outdoor container were just gone as soon as that thing.
And then we're supposed to believe that 6 or 7 people are in that helicopter.
Yeah.
Well, 4 to 5 to begin with. On the other side, who knows?
6, 7 at least.
At least come out of that helicopter.
Maybe they live in another A-frame up on the mountain
Yeah,
there.
just drop them off. And that was it.
I have a few. Why did she feel? I mean, I understand. Maybe there's kids around, and I understand you're a scientist, but no one wants that person around when you're about to be buried in the snow to pipe up and be like, I just want to put it on the record. I'm not actually going to be buried in the snow. No one thought you were going to be buried in the snow. Who's over there for this presentation
down,
being
David
like,
Blaine.
Whoa, is she actually going to be buried? She actually going to get buried?
Are they doing this?
Are they going to do this? No, Charlie's going to climb in the hole. Yeah. Just watch the presentation.
Fire in the hole.
He's going to climb on the mountain?
I will bury myself alive in snow and trust my life in the hands of the rescue dog.
Can you imagine before a magician does a trick? I just want, before I want to put on the record, this is not real.
That's right. It's not real.
Just put it on the record. She's doing a presentation about avalanches.
Avalanche.
Avalanches.
Oh, look at that avalanche.
Look at that over there.
It's coming right at us.
And basically the gist of the presentation is avalanches kill. And there are people in, like the employees are in the crowd just taking notes.
Yep.
Avalanches kill people.
Yeah.
The guy, her buddy that calls her up there in the first place, he's like on the phone. She's next to him like eating a snack. He hangs up and he goes, I just got off the phone with this person, this person, this person, this person, and this person.
What a call.
And they're all interested. Was it a conference call? Well, she's right there. She was right there the whole time. At one point, she says, look at that photo. Isn't it epic? And I don't know. It just got me funny. Speaking of things that got me funny, I don't think this is technically something you can't say. You can't call something this. But a gala fundraisers,
we're just
you could just call it one or the other, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like a gala fundraiser. Gala fundraiser.
That was the name of the fundraiser.
A fundraiser gala makes more sense. Than a gala fundraiser.
Gala fundraiser. Gallon.
Yeah, gallon.
It's a gala fundraiser money maker.
Absorbent for sure.
Absorbent. But speaking of the gala fundraiser, this fundraiser is insane. This auction is
wild.
Yeah. We go from 500 to 1,000 to 5,000 to 10. They're just hopping up. Like, guys, just go up a little bit at a time and see what happens. But no, all bets are off. And by that, I mean all bets are on.
Chips are in.
It was weird to start the bidding at 2,000 or at 500 and get a 2,000 and then somebody go 5,000. You just bid 150% of the highest bid. You may have overshot it just a little bit.
You really want it. If you want it, I got
put
it.
a finer point about what you're saying about them taking notes, Brand. This is the search and rescue team. They all wear orange jackets and are professional search and rescue people. And Ashley Newbro's character explains to them what snow is and how much damage an avalanche can cause. And they are taking notes like it's the first day of school. They are search and rescue professionals. And she's like, do you know what snow is? Here's what a snowflake looks like. And let me tell you about this thing called avalanches. What's happening right there? I can't imagine that being a necessary part of your job as a search and rescue professional, right?
It's called scaffolding. You get everybody on the
really
same
low.
level. We build up once we get the knowledge base.
Can you imagine if you were a doctor in a room of doctors and somebody came in and be like, this is a cell. Cells are all over the human body. I know we've mentioned it briefly, but it does need to be pointed out in the Wait What segment because I did go Wait What, is they ski down the mountain. They don't ski down one of the slopes that have been pre-made. They go in the middle of the forest skiing. They are slaloming in and out of trees, not hitting anything. She easily beats him down the mountain, and he says, it's been a while since I've seen such a strong female skier. Just pat her on the head and give her a juice box, buddy. What are you doing? She just worked you all the way down that slope. It had nothing to do with her being a female. She's just a better skier than you are. This guy is out here going, wow, you're not bad for a girl. Kick rocks, buddy. Seriously, that was terrible. I just wrote down Stephen Hazar is the last man on earth. I assume that has something to do with the fact that everybody just wants to see him shirtless all movie, and who can blame him? It is very weird that the massage therapist, Sonia, comes over and asks her heat is out, and her solution is, I'm going to walk into someone's house, not knock at the door, just barge in and say, can I stay the night at your place? And then is very disappointed when she's offered the couch. Like, bro, you just showed up unannounced, didn't knock at the door, and they still said, yes, you could stay here. That is kinder than anyone would ever be. And yet you're like, oh, I don't get to be in the bed with Steven? That's wild. That's crazy that happened that way. I am very confused at what is going on with this family taking the avalanche safety class. It is 3 people that look like they were found in the woods, and someone put a code on each of them and said, read these lines. They have to be.
They had to have been real
normies,
like locals who
locals
like
to
actual
the
skiers. And
like of all the people that need an avalanche safety class within a 10-mile radius, they're at the bottom of the list.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure the search and rescue people need more of a like tutorial than they need a tutorial. At one point, he says, "This is how you know that this dude is straight toxic." He says, "I'm not into anyone critiquing my work."
Ugh.
No one. This guy lives in an A-frame on the side of a mountain with his daughter, doesn't believe in science, and says, I don't want anyone critiquing my work at all. That's when you know it's time to back off. Forget the female skier thing. This guy doesn't want anyone giving any criticism at all.
And Heather's showing up just trying to learn. Like, she's like humble enough to be like, I've got actual computers, but let me see if there's something I can learn from you.
The people that don't take criticism well typically are great people to hang out with. They typically just are just the best. They're so awesome and cool and like, laid back.
yeah.
Gosh, just a mess.
It'd be a great person to co-parent with too.
Oh,
if you
for
get
sure.
into that family,
Yeah. If you end up marrying him, I think that's really, you're going to see that's going to go great. About an hour and 30 seconds into this movie, you need to watch. Her friend is on stage during the gala, and he is talking, and the words you hear and the words he's saying are complete. Like, they didn't try to match them up. I rewound it 3 times. They're completely different words. It's not even close. And it's a close-up. It's like, they're like, you know what? Screw it. Let's not even try to do anything. Let's just let him say these words, and then we'll ADR these other words, and no one's watching. It doesn't matter. No one cares. At one point, someone says, I'm going to go back to the room and do some emails. Don't say that ever again.
It's an epic shot, man.
Yeah. And then lastly, I can't believe Ashley Newbro's dear friend, works at this like resort, ski lodge, whatever, and knows that Stephen Hazar's wife died from a computer falling on her head, from technology. And at no point during this movie until the end does he say, hey, heads up, the reason that Stephen Hazar is a little bit hesitant toward technology is because it killed his wife. Like, that would be nice to know in dealing with someone and trying to be sensitive to them, is knowing that little bit of information. As the tech person, I'd love to know that the person I'm pushing tech on is resistant because his wife died because of it. That would help. Be a better human being and just help somebody else.
Well, okay. So what the Hallmark Spark Show we wonder what could have been. Maybe I can get some clarity on what we still have. Bri?
I'm just wondering if Sonia the masseuse is okay. Like, is she doing okay? Because I imagine she kind of went off the deep end after.
Did we see her after that night?
I don't think we did.
No.
I think that was it for her. Either she left the mountain.
No,
or she just,
Sonia?
yeah.
No, she was at the party because the daughter gets to have that scene where the
that's
daughter's
right,
like,
that's right.
you remember how you told me to back off? Well, then now I'm telling you, don't bother my dad while he's dancing.
That's right. That's right.
Was that you in the movie?
That was me.
sounds-
Yeah, no, I did all the
that was
ADR work
amazing.
for
ADR
her.
that,
Yeah. It's the whole thing. I'll do
has
Brian right now.
to-
You ready? Go ahead. She asked, and then the other thing is Sonia is never around again.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really
That was great, right? Yeah.
You guys are amazing. Take
Yeah.
that show on the road.
That's right. Maybe one day.
Absorbent amount of money.
Absorbent about that.
I got to go do some emails. I'll be back.
I just want to say, so there is a storyline in this movie.
You're going to have mine, so this is great.
So there's a storyline in this movie about her sister, infertility, spending money, like the running out of money. They're doing this is the last treatment, and she's really hopeful that this time she's going to be pregnant.
Yeah.
And she sits down on the bed, looks at her pregnancy test,
Negative.
and it's negative. And that is the last we hear. So first of all, I just want to say, how dare you?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Like what a flippant and irresponsible way to handle this. How dare you? And that's not a joke. That's just me actually
I
being
thought she
like,
handled
how
it
dare you?
well for a girl.
Good Lord. Like how this here's what my only assumption is that they cut out a couple of scenes to get it to to 84 minutes. But not that. Don't cut out the rest of that story, because literally now we're just left with complete and utter sorrow.
That's right.
Sorrow for
Nothing
this
else.
woman that wants nothing else than to get pregnant. We are getting into, like, we are handed this story. We are handed bad news with no resolution after the fact. No one even talks to her about it. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
But her
Dan?
sister did get into a relationship with somebody who has a kid.
Yeah.
So
thank
in
God.
her face a little bit more.
But also, I think, yes, how dare you? That storyline is so egregiously just like chopped at the end of this movie. But almost every storyline is like, we don't see any more of Sonia. We hear that all these people are calling for her tech, and then she just is like, I'm staying here to keep researching it. Like, we don't hear that. Like, most all of this movie is just a storyline that doesn't ever have any sort of resolution. But the worst is the sister. I don't know. Like, Hallmark has decided that they're pushing people with fertility issues hard lately for some reason, and great that that's a part of life. But to have this and then to do that with it is inexcusable. Like, it has to be an editing situation because it is inexcusable. That was mine too.
But it's also it's to not have any resolution is the antithesis of what these movies are
That's
about.
right.
Which is to give you warm, happy feelings and that everything works out well at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just wrong. Just wrong.
Not this time.
You know what's not wrong? Double Decker of the Week.
Yeah, that's always right.
Panda's back, everybody. It's time for a Double Decker of the Week. Take it away, buddy. Double Decker of the Week. Wow.
Oh,
my
goodness.
gosh.
Another day, another dollar. Am I right, guys?
Oh,
my goodness. What a week. What an episode.
What an episode. What a day, though.
When Brian sang, he doesn't sing much. He does some low harmony.
gosh.
But when he sang, I was like, man, this is it.
It was melodic in all of the right ways for me.
Yeah.
The wrong way to be melodic.
Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah, okay. Double Decker of the Week, since you're here, Panda, you mind?
Oh,
You show that.
I guess I got a few minutes.
Yeah, great. Sign up at RainbowJamPlus.com, double Decker Hallmark Plus tier or higher. We have Jamie McMillan.
Whoa!
Jamie McMillan.
Okay.
Oh, my
Big
goodness.
Jamie,
time.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is thrilling. Jamie, I hope you're doing well today.
I hope you're doing well since the last time we talked. Things were a little touch and
never
go.
wished a Double Decker
Never
well.
once have you said top shelf, top notch.
But today-
top of the line. Jamie, I hope you are having
I
a
hope
good
you're
day
well.
today.
To be honest with you, I'm a little concerned. She went to some sketch comedy the other day, and I was a little worried for it because it's a little improv, and it was a little unruly, and I think it might have hurt her feelings.
What do you mean? Why?
Well, the whole bit is these two guys come on out and they're dressed in oil. Just dressed, like clothed in oil.
Wait a minute. You can't be dressed in oil. Are they naked and just slathered up with crude oil?
Yeah.
Okay. Not dressed. They don't have any clothes on. Just oil on their skin.
Well, I mean, they have some clothing on. It's not a nudist.
Okay, so there's
colony.
clothes underneath the oil.
Yes, absolutely.
Got it.
It's a little crass.
Well, you said you were concerned for her.
I was concerned, and
So she went to an improv.
and then they started making fun of the audience, and it was just mean.
Crude jokes. Is it crude jokes?
It was
Is that what you're
crude
looking?
jokes, Dan, and the name of the sketch comedy was Crude Oil.
Yeah, I guess so.
Very profane.
Gotta clap. Hey, get your hands up. Welcome to Crude Oil, you son of a bee. All right, guys, we did that. That was great. That was well done.
Those were dirty jokes. You're right.
Who was that?
The crude. It was crude oil.
Who was that, though?
McMillan. Jamie McMillan.
Wow. Congrats.
Yeah.
She's in the, she went to
No,
the
she
show.
went to see the show.
She's
Sorry.
not part of Crude Oil.
No.
She would never.
Come on, you son of a bee.
Oh, golly. Well, congratulations to you. I'm sorry. I hope you're doing well. Back to you in the studio. Oh,
Boy, oh, boy.
It's always good when that guy comes
We have
around.
a lot of fun here at Deck the Hallmark.
Fun.
Yeah.
If you want your story read or don't, you really don't have a choice in the matter. BrainwellJamPlus.com, double dugger, tier or higher.
Double dugger.
Whatever. Or whatever. Dog and cat go into the woods. Dog and cat.
Woof, woof.
Meow.
I could go for some cake right about now, just walking through these woods.
Meow, meow.
What? Did you guys hear that?
Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Woof, woof.
They are.
Gunshot.
They were singing together.
What?
Man, Brian is just murdering dogs and cats.
Never a dog.
We'll be back tomorrow. So the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast is produced by Aaron Shea. What? For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.